Okay, so welcome to the viii tutorial. This is the new updated viii because no one's made a tutorial on it yet, and I felt like it. So before we start, I just want to say I'm expecting that you know what HH timing is. If you don't, uh, well, I guess I'll look it up. I'm not gonna explain it, and then I'm assuming you know how to do this semi-HH strat where you jump and then right as you're about to move, you press W, so that way it's a guaranteed semi-HH the whole time, every time. But if you don't know that, I guess uh, it's pretty simple. You just jump and then press W. But so for the first thing, you wanna just, on the real thing, you can just join it and it'll have you set up for a perfect timing. But on here, it's not set up right. So what you wanna do, if you're just gonna do it from against the back wall, you wanna shift and then tap W twice, and then it's the same timing as if you were to run off like a regular thing, just the full length with speed, and then it's really not that hard. But yeah, you do that, and then this one you can either HH it, or what I like to do is just run from like back here and then turn out at the last second, and then same with this. Okay, same with this one, because I don't know, I don't like using HH for it. And then same for this one. The strat takes a little getting used to, but it's not that hard. And then this one you can just run and hopefully make it. Yeah. And then this one you can also just run. Then this one you can either, I mean, if you're not comfortable with this, then you can just wait, what? Oh yeah. Then you can just try and press your W and space close together, so you either get a jam or HH, and it'll work either way. But then this, you just want a head hitter, and then all of these is the same: head hitter, head hitter, head hitter. The only strat I can offer besides that for this is for this jump. What you can do is head hitter and then wait like half a second before pressing space again, and then you can sometimes not have to head hitter that one like that, but I think it's easier to just do the head hitter. And then this one, you just want to back up in the middle and then run the full length, and then as soon as you pass this like wall, you want to start strafing in so that way you don't fall. And then this one, I like to look so my crosshair is like right next to the very edge of this, and then I just run the full length. Oh, I was looking a bit too in, so like your crosshair should not even like really be touching it, and then you can just turn at the last second. You don't even need to strafe. So yeah, that's all you do. And then this one is basically the same as this, but just shorter, so make sure you're ready to strafe as soon as you pass this. And then this one's easy. This one, again, you could either head hitter it or do the strat where you like curve out at the last second, whichever you're more comfortable with. And then just semi-HH from here. Then this is X facing, so back up to like almost all the way and just semi-HH it. And this one, you might be able to semi-HH. Yeah, you can semi-HH this, but make sure you shift on the ladder, because if you don't shift, you'll not make it. So you just have to shift on the ladder as soon as you like, okay, make sure your speed doesn't run out. Just shift on the ladder as soon as you touch it and you'll be fine. And then this one, even though it's Z facing, I still do like a few taps back because of the soul sand, and then I just semi-HH and it's pretty easy. And then this one, you cannot semi-HH, so what I do is I do like a few taps forward. I guess 3 would be good, and then you can do like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. You can either, there's really two strats. You can either just head hitter, or you can like do I do 3 taps forward, and then I like do like a regular, like imagine doing a force momentum with no speed, but then doing it with speed and then waiting a tiny bit before you jump in. I don't know. I'd recommend experimenting with this before you try it. Just you could probably figure out your own strat for this. It's really not that hard. But if you don't want to do any of that weird stuff, then just head hitter it. And then this one, you can either just walk in, or you could probably just, yeah, you don't even need to run at all. But then this one, I go all the way to the back, and then you can semi head hitter, but you have to land on the slab. You can't land here, else you won't make it. Or what you can also do is just head hitter from the back, and you're guaranteed up here as long as you're looking out far enough. But I think it's easier to just do the semi head hitter, but make sure you tuck tight. Here, I'll put my cords open if you want to use that. But yeah, and then this one, I go all the way to the back here and then sprint. But what's key, that time I didn't strafe, so make sure once you grab onto the ladder, you press D right away, so that way you don't just fall off like this. It's important that you press D. You can even press D before you even touch the ladder if you want. But yeah, I recommend practicing that if you're not comfortable with that. Or what you can do is you can just go a little bit back and then just like walk it. But you can also still fall off, so make sure you press D. I think it's easier to just do this. And then this one, just look at the center and semi HH. Make sure you shift though. And then come up here and then jump right to right here, and then just come to here. And then this one, what I like to do is semi HH, walk it, and then just curve. It's kind of like an iron bar neo, but a little different. And then look to like the side, the very edge of the block, like right here, and then just semi HH that, and then go all the way back. Semi HH, semi, and then just make sure you're looking like almost straight out, and then curve in like that. For that one. And then you can come up here, you can come over here. These are super easy jumps, just semi HH all of them. And then this one, you can even just look out like 95, and then you'll land right on top of the ladder. And then 1 tap, 2 taps if you want, and then just semi HH that. And then this one, what I like to do is that's actually a good strat if you just hold space after semi HHing from the edge, if you're comfortable with that, or you can run and jump super early and like tap space once you land on here. Then for this one, just semi HH and curve around. Strafing also helps, but it's not necessary. And then just come in here. And then this one, do whatever you did for viii, whichever you're comfortable with. You can either do like the thing where you do it like that, or I personally like doing it like that, but that's not a very popular strat. But yeah, just do whatever you like. And for this one, you're gonna want to come to the very edge, but forward, and then look right where the pane meets the cords, and then make sure you don't have speed, and then just semi HH it, because you don't want to hit your head on this thing. But then this one, you might be able to semi head hitter it. Yeah, you can semi head hitter it with speed. Just make sure you're looking right at the fence. Oh, actually, okay, maybe you can't. Okay, I guess this one you could either just run it and jump super early and then curve, or head hitter, whichever you want. Then, you come over here, and then this one, I go all the way here and then look at the center, because what you don't want to happen is that. So this way, you'll hit the wall and not fall off. And then this, again, this is kind of up to you. I personally like using no speed, and then semi head hittering and curving and strafing. It takes a lot of practice, but once you get good at it, you'll never miss. But if you don't feel comfortable with that, then you could basically do whatever you did on the paint tower in viii. So you could just head hitter it with speed. But actually, what you could do is what we probably should do is just semi head hitter. Okay, semi head hitter sprinting, no speed, and then you don't even really need to strafe. You can just kind of curve in a little, and you'll be fine. But just make sure you shift, and then drink speed here again, and then this one you could either run or okay. You could, I think you could semi-head it. Yeah, you can. So whichever you want. What is going on? Yeah, and then this one, same. You can either semi-head it or run it if you want. And then this one, I don't know why. Don't do it like that. That was stupid. Just semi-head it, and it's easy. And then jump down here, come in here, back up like quite a bit, and then since you can't do like the semi-head hitter thing where you jump first, because this, just jam your keys, so press W and space close together, and then just curve in, and make sure you strafe on the ladder, because if you don't, you'll fall off like that. And make sure you shift as well. And again, for all of these strats, I recommend practicing them on your own first to make sure you know what you're doing. And then this one, you can semi-head hitter. And this one, I go around the middle of the ladder, maybe like up, like maybe the first third of it, and then I just semi-head hitter and curve in. You're cutting it a little bit close when you do it like that. So what you can also do is come back and then head hitter, or you don't even need to head hitter. You can actually like run a tiny bit on the ladder, but actually, hold up. Okay, you could also come all the way to the front and then curve sharp. Actually, yeah, just do it like this. Just look out pretty far and then just curve in, and then it's not that hard. It's actually pretty easy doing it like this. And then this one, just come maybe like 2 taps from the side, run, and then strafe and curve. Make sure you don't strafe. Strafing when you get past the bars. And then just jump down to here and here, and then this is super easy. You can literally just sneak to the edge and hold sprint, and then just press W if you have speed. Then this one, I just run these 2 blocks, and then this one you can do the same thing where you just run across, and then this one you can just jam your keys, and as long as you don't do that, I don't even know how that happened, you should be fine. Yeah, and then just head hitter this, and then these are super easy jumps, but this section's all fail-safed anyway. Then this, you just need one more head hitter, and then you can either come to here, or if you want to be a cool kid, you can just land right on the ladder. It's up to you. But if you do land here, then all you need to do is just jump on the ladder like that. So then you run over here, and then do this one facing this way because it's Z facing, so it's easier. Okay, what's going on? And then you can just semi head hitter it, and then I don't even strafe when I do this. I just curve, and it's actually not that hard. But again, I recommend practicing that. And then these you can just semi head hitter. You don't like, I don't recommend walking that. Just make sure you don't over jump this. If you need to, do it from like halfway back. And then this one, do this one from this way. Same thing as last time, just facing the other way. And then semi head hitter these, they're pretty easy. And then this one is super easy. Just do it from this way, and then it's incredibly easy. You should have no trouble with that one if you can do the first one. And then these, just semi head hitter. And then this one, I don't think you can semi head hitter, unfortunately. Yeah. So you could either head hitter it, but I'm assuming you're gonna probably get kind of shaky if you're this far. So what you could do is get momentum from here, and like sort of do it like that, but that's kind of tricky. So honestly, it's probably just best if you just head hitter it, to be honest. And if you fail it, at least you have the fail safe of floor 2. So, well, it's, you know, I don't know. If you want to try and like run on the edge like that, that is also a valid strat where you're doing it on the edge because you don't feel the effects of it, the soul sand, as much on the edge, and then you can just run it. That's a pretty good strat. And then this one you can just semi-head it, I think. So for the triple, there's 2 strats. Both of them you're going to want to look at 111 and then just semi-head hitter if you're using speed. Whoa. If you're using speed, and then you want to curve right like at the exact time that you jump for the 3rd time. So again, you just curve right at the exact time, and even if you brush up against it with speed, you'll still be fine. And if you don't want to use speed, then same thing, but just head hitter, and it's basically the same. But you want to curve slightly before the 3rd jump, but just like a tiny bit. But some people like it with no speed better for some reason, so that's why I'm showing this. I mean, it's up to you, whichever you want. But I personally prefer it with speed, so that way you really can't underjump it. But let me just... Okay. See, that's what happens if you curve too late, so make sure you don't do that. But yeah, that's it. And then, you know, you can jump over the glass and press the rank up sign, and then there you go. Oh, it's pretty easy. So yeah, see ya later.